Let's go into the conversation about the MPP. The MPP Baumia's campaign team has been unveiled. Dan Botwe has been named the strategist. Gideon Boako is Baumia's spokesperson. The Daily Graphic carries the story. It says MPP names national campaign committees. We also have the Daily Guide says 2024 elections, Baumia chairs MPP campaign, Nana and Kufuor advisors. Now, let me just read quickly the story here from the Daily Guide. Of course, we also have it on citinewsroom.com as well. The flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Baumia, will chair the party's 2024 electioneering campaign with President Nana Akufo-Addo and former President John Agyekum Kufuor as advisors. Also on the advisors list is the national chairman of the party, Stephen Intim, and his predecessor, Freddie Blay, as well as Elizabeth Ohene, Reverend Joyce Ayi, and the Chief of Staff, Akosua Frema Osel Pare. Now, Daniel Kweku Botwe, Member of Parliament for Okre, was named campaign strategist and will be assisted by Fred Owari and Nana Komia. Now, MPP said Fred Opare Ansa, former MP for Suhum, will serve as campaign manager with Dr. Antoinette Tibu Dako as deputy Research and Administration. MP for Ekwapim South, Obi Amwa, as deputy parliamentary campaign, and Dr. Ibrahim Anyaz as deputy presidential campaign. And then the story goes on there as well. Well, this is where we find ourselves now. The campaign team has been revealed. Larry.
Yeah.
Good news.
I think so.
Breaking the 8 is going to happen.
Yeah, we are getting closer home.
Yeah.
And then I think that from the team, we'll get to hear, what policies that the ruling government is going to bring. As in Dr. Baumia is going to bring.
Yeah.
And then for now, we are still at the noise level. Things are being from here, things will properly shape out. And then we'll know where we are going as far as this is concerned. I'm just a bit curious that Dan Botwe has been here a few times.
Here as in where?
As in being involved in MPP politics, exactly. He was very, instrumental in the election of President Kufuor. The times are different. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
You didn't get that?
No, I didn't.
A younger Dan Botwe,
Yes.
was invincible. You couldn't see him. To have defeated the whole NDC in the 2000 election and so on, and repeated that in 2004.
But I don't know where people get that from. He didn't.
But he was quite instrumental in it. General Secretary at the time.
I'm saying that not that he didn't contribute, but I don't think that he spearheaded anything like people give credit. It's not true. It's never true.
Okay.
I would have
played
thought
his role.
Jake was very instrumental in...
What I'm saying is that he played his role, so that should be given to him. But spearheading, I'm not sure about that. And I hear people say that all the time. I don't know where they are getting it from. And I don't think Dan Botwe said that anywhere, that I spearheaded. It's not true that he did. He was a general secretary who had just taken over from Ejeni Mboating, but it was early days. And the energy that was brought to bear at that time,
for that election,
yes, would have come from the likes of Nyaho Tamaklo, Nana Akufo-Addo, Victor Newman, and so I'm just saying that the momentum had been brought to bear by the team of the people who led the Kumi Prekon. Moving on, he was a general secretary. He played his role. But when people say that he brought President Kufuor to power, I am not so sure about that. So he has a role to play, fair enough. And I'm saying this so that people don't overstretch their expectations. And again, a lot of things have changed. If somebody did this thing how many years ago?
20 something years ago.
26 years ago.
Yeah.
That's a
That's
long,
a long time ago. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lifetime.
Question I ask is that over the 2 decades and a bit, we have not grown any more strategists.
Vibrant people.
We have not. So
Yeah.
it's and again, we are here to see the structure and the configuration of this campaign team.
Yeah.
Is a type I haven't seen before, because you have so many layers. So many layers. There's somebody called campaign manager.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That's different
Where
from
does the buck stop? Is it the campaign manager?
Yeah.
The campaign is being chaired by the candidate, Baumia himself. There are advisors who are former presidents and former chairpersons of the party. Question I ask myself, do you indeed have to name them as advisors? Aren't they by default, people you defer to? You know, these are just questions that I ask. And I'm asking these questions with a view that it may be difficult. We are creating a difficult bureaucracy in the way things are done. Because you have a campaign manager. I think that the campaign manager should be the driver. But with this, I'm not so sure about the powers of the campaign manager.
Yeah.
And again,
That's campaign operations.
yes. And then you also have
Campaign management.
campaign
the management team.
yes,
Yeah.
because you have campaign chairman.
Yes.
You see, Damboche is campaign chairman.
Yes.
The operational chairman of the campaign. They have a campaign manager, and then you have the aides. Okay.
Yes.
Where you have the likes of Cabinet Japan.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. John Boydu.
And these are heavyweights.
And all of them. Yeah.
These are heavyweights. Okay. I mean, Cabinet Japan stands so tall from amongst them.
Yeah.
Whichever way you look at it.
Yeah.
Communication, appeal to the middle class, ethnicity consideration, I mean, leadership material. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, how is this person going to submit himself to a structure that is long like this?
Yeah.
I think they should look at it. I mean, nothing can change now, but we shouldn't be surprised if we start having problems.
So, and then there's John Boydu.
Yeah.
Remember John Boydu and Cabinet Japan? They are not too, you know.
Oh no, I think now everybody is on the boat.
Okay.
Everybody is on the boat. The vice president has pushed his leadership to get everybody aligned. It's beautiful to see John Boydu, Kwame Japan, everybody
together
on the boat. You understand?
Then there's Jameshi.
Yeah, Jameshi also.
Then Susanna Law, Salifu Said, Sami Uku, Antonia Baifa Kabo, Nyami Befi. And then
is that Domako Befi?
there's Dr. Nyami Befi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Then there's Ni Eje Soa.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, the surprise for me is Joyce Aye.
What's surprising?
You know, normally she doesn't get involved in.
We are not in normal times. we are not in normal times. As we say in Ghana, former Ishe Lagbam.
Agata Kochaba.
So Charlie, everybody roll your sleeves and let's move.
Enjoy the thing.
So Auntie Joyce, I agree to you.
No, so it's interesting. I mean, well, we'll see how this.
But the list is quite long, you know.
It's like Sammens said, it's a heavy bureaucracy that's been created. You know, but
so let's see how it goes. There's a lot. For me, I am more, if you like, my expectation is drifted to certain category of people who were mentioned. And I think the work will sit on them. Trust me. Are you a free?
Yeah.
Oh, the coordinators.
Yes.
Yes.
The IUA free is who is dealing with the middle belt.
Middle belt, yeah.
You know, you
How
have
a Kumsin in the coastal belt.
and that's where the real work is.
Dominic Nittingwood is in the north.
That's where the real. That I'm telling you, that's where the real work is. So let's see how it goes.
Okay. All right. Well, finally, we'll quickly touch on this one. The story is on the front page of the Chronicle. It says NDC mad over 12 million splurged on Agyapa Deal. I know this is one that, Larry, you're very interested in. Where are we going with this whole thing? Mind you, we don't have too much time left.
Yeah.
Hey, then let's create another program.
You know, it's a story that I'm so much interested in. The Herald,
we
started it.
Led this
we started
whole
it.
Agyapa
Yeah,
thing,
we started it. I'm happy that, you know, finally we've gotten to know how much money has been, you know, pumped into this.
Yeah.
For something that we never started, even in the first place. So registration, the debates, and so on, and we've spent $12 million.
Well, I think they started.
Oh, they didn't.
No, they started. They started working on it. You see, the point about these international transactions, and which in Ghana, a lot of these things people take for granted. In international transactions, when you even place a phone call to a lawyer, they say, hold on, and they put their stop clock on, and they start charging you for talking to them.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling you, they will charge you even for the call. They will charge, not the phone rate, they are charging you per second.
For their time.
I think the big question here is, under whose supervision did this happen, and who gave the green light for us to be able to commit the country to this kind of expenditure? Okay. I don't think that somebody just went and took the money and pocketed it.
No.
Somebody has used the money for something that they thought will materialize. In anticipation of that, they committed us.
Yeah.
And who has to answer that question? The person in charge.
And the person in charge at the time was the finance minister then.
Well, then he would have to answer. If he was in charge, then he would have to answer.
And his company was in there.
Hey.
Yes.
Which company?
Data Bank.
Hey, what were they doing? They should remove themselves from
there. Data Bank was in there. Their business partners, Imara, South Africa, was also part of that transaction. Okay? Gabby's company, his law firm, African Legal, was in there. And then there's, is it Bentley Angel and...
Bentley Angel?
Exactly. Was also in there. So just setting up the company in a tax haven, okay, the transaction along the line, the name was changed from Asase to Agyapa and all that. And we are talking about $12 million.
Well, I think it needs for us as a country to look into it, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking that somebody has to be held responsible.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking that if your company is named, it means that you're a criminal.
No.
Okay? You provide services, and then they come to you to provide a service, and you do it, and so you are a criminal. No? How about,
no, I think that it is
about the transportation expenditure that they incurred? So they bought a ticket from, say, BA to travel to London for a meeting, and so BA provided the service, so they are criminals. You know, so I'm just saying that the fact that you've been named doesn't mean much, but we deserve
to know
how we got here. I think that's...
But for me, added to that is the issue about the conflict of interest, where you had the finance minister then, his company also playing a certain role in there.
As in Data Bank.
Exactly.
Well, I think again...
And then also...
On the surface, we can't conclude the issue of conflict of interest. On the surface. All I'm saying is that the call for us to investigate is a call that is well placed, well deserved. You know, and you are in the investigative thing, so I'm sure with time you can bring us more filler on that. Because as for $12 million in the day of you know,
emissions,
emission tax and things, we need explanation.
But there was quite something significant that happened when the MIF guy, appeared before the
public account.
account.
Yeah.
It came out that what the public account was discussing had nothing to do with an audit report.
Really?
Yes. So there's no audit on this whole transaction. So they just asked him how much has been spent on this, and then he mentioned $12 million thereabout.
No, and then he turned to the guy and said,
it's 12 million, 12 million?
Or isn't it 12 million?
Yeah.
The guy said, 12 million.
I remember.
And I'm sure it's 12 million some coins.
12 million.
All right.
You know, so
What,
that's
it's
a lot of
paying
money.
you,
Oh, no,
The
it's
way
not.
he did,
Yeah, I mean,
It's a lot.
Larry,
Larry, thank you very
$12
much.
million.
not Zimbabwe dollars. Oh.
No.
Oh.
The real ones.
Charlie, why are you trying to?
Not even Australian dollars.
No.
Yeah.
Or even Liberia.
Or Canadian.
Yeah, US dollars. 12 million.
All right. I want to say a big thank you to Mr. Samuel Atambensa, host of Footprints on Citi TV, and Larry Lansdogbe. He is the editor for the Herald newspaper. Gentlemen, thank you very much.